Hey, good afternoon, vinyl community. Tony here. Tony's LPS are us. As you can see, I'm holding up a new arrival. Came in the mail yesterday. It was well packed by Analog Productions. And I got my notification that it was here. And sure enough, we found it. And well, my mailman's pretty cool. She brings it right on the porch. So it's not a problem. But here we have it. The only thing I'm concerned with, you can actually hear the records inside their little case moving a little bit, which is concerning. And I think that's why we have so many split sleeves. Now I want to start off on a negative note. There's been a lot of reviews and unboxings of this. I'm doing an unboxing now, and my tubes are warming up. And I will compare them to the original OG LP and also a few tracks on the double gatefold greatest hits. So we'll be able to do, the three ABC, and I'll give you my analysis later on today. But before I do the unboxing, I just want to show a few, cool things that I found yesterday. Nothing overwhelming, but if you're a Four Seasons fan, and I know there's a lot of Four Seasons fans out there, Frank Valli's still touring, and I heard he's great. He's still doing it up. He's got a really vibrant young band with him, and he comes out and he turns it on, and the guy gives a great show. And God bless him, because he's one of the guys from the late 50s, 60s. I guess they started early 60s, but he's still rocking just like Sir Paul and Sir Mick and Sir Keith or whoever. So, but I picked up, if you saw my short that I put up yesterday, I put up a short while I was crate digging at this thrift shop that I go to once in a while. And I was able to come up with 5 albums. There were a lot of albums that you may have seen in the short that looked desirable, but they were totally obliterated inside. They were scuffed and scratched, and some of them didn't even have albums inside. So, but these were cool. Working my way back to ULP by the Four Seasons has a long, light scratch on it. It's almost hairline. It isn't deep. I haven't tried it yet, but they're very clean. Apparently, they all came from the same collector. I'm thinking they were basically in the same bin. So we're going to show those, and then I'll do the unboxing. So just hold on for a few moments. Here we have, working my way back to you, on Philips. I believe this is a mono. This is a mono hi-fi. And this has a little bit of a scratch on it, but I think it'll play good. The cool thing about these records, especially the VJs I'm going to show, there's only 10 to 12 minutes aside. They didn't really, there was filler in those records, but they didn't do a 23-minute, 20 to 25-minute LP. They were half of that back in the day. Here's another Philips, Four Seasons New Gold Hits. And this is a stereo. I'll just show you the label. This comes with a real inner, Philips inner, which has some cool things on here. A couple of these records I have, like a Miss Aluma. I have the other Four Seasons, Born to Wander, and a Woody Herman 64. But here's the label, and as you can see, these were pretty cool for thrift shop finds. As you say overseas, charity shops rather. And here we have a cool one, which I never saw before. VJ, early VJ. This has some standards on it. Blues in the Night, I Can Dream, Can I? Act the Knife, which I'm interested in hearing, with Frankie on lead. And it says a new hit, Little Boy in Grown Up Clothes. I don't know that. But this is on VJ. And of course, the Holy Grail, as you all know. If you don't, look it up, which I don't have. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one in the flesh, maybe at a show. The Four Seasons versus the Beatles, or the Beatles versus the Four Seasons, whatever it is. and it's something VJ put out after they lost their licensing agreement with Capitol or the Beatles, and they put this together, Four Seasons v. Beatles, and that is a real hard record to find. And here's the actual record. Losing the Night, which is a Mercer Arlen tune, so that's a classic. And a couple more, then we'll get to the main event. Thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We have a lot of new videos up. We have a top 10 jazz. We have a top 10 pop and rock album up, and I'm gonna do some more of those. Here's the Four Seasons, Born to Wander, featuring the sound of Frankie Valli. And this is tender and soulful ballads, folk flavored. So apparently, I'm sure this is 65, 64, maybe. They wanted to capitalize on the folk craze. And if you don't remember, the Muddy Waters album, Folk Singer, on Chess, basically did the same thing. It was basically a blues record. They called it folk. And this is Born to Wander. It has a Pete Seeger tune. A lot of tunes written by Crew and Gaudio to capitalize on publishing. No Surfing Today sounds interesting. And vocal arrangements by Nick Massey. And that's the original inner right there. Label's the same. And then I have one more, The Four Seasons, Ain't That a Shame, featuring the sound of Frankie Valli. This has Candy Girl on it. So this is a pretty cool one. Has Stay by Maurice Williams. Ain't That a Shame, Fats Domino tune, which is the header. And this is another VJ. It doesn't have a VJ inner. I'm not sure if I have any VJ inners. If I do, I will probably switch it out. I'm not sure, but that's it. That's a VJ inner. So then we're coming to the main event. I'm going to actually open up the Pretzel Logic for you guys. And let's see what we do here. This is it. I'm trying to secure this so that I could just pull out the spine. It's a very elastic plastic. It's not really a cellophane. It's more like a plastic, which I guess holds up much better. This is a true unboxing. And like I said, I'm going to listen to my original and my greatest hits. I have two Steely Dan greatest hits, two versions. The best one, obviously, is the double gatefold. That was supposed to be the best we were ever going to hear those records, because we had thought that the tapes were lost in that infamous fire a few years ago in California, I believe it was. But alas, if there was a fire, we wouldn't have these great titles from Analog Productions. So what I do is I'll slip this off. It still has the hype sticker, original master tapes, heavyweight vinyl, unmatched quality control. We'll see about that. Meticulous test pressing evaluation and quality control. Deluxe packaging, highest quality jackets and rice paper inners. Limited edition, out of print. I guess this is out of print already. Interesting. I've never seen that. Less than 1,000 records per stamper. I ordered these when I ordered the entire catalog when this was announced. Great cover. Sure, that's New York City. And Universal Markets, originally Geffen release. Wasn't a Geffen release originally, but he must own it now, 1974. And it has the barcode. Now the numbers are inside on these. So you have to be careful when you pull these out because they can tumble out. This looks really good. This looks like a really nice, high quality tip-on jacket. The records are not in the jacket. This is the original. This is much higher quality. And this is number 4615. I'm not going to break the gatefold. As you can see there. You can hear that. Really hard cardboard, plastic tip-on, I believe. Number 004615. Really nice. No damage at all. Perfect. We go to the actual case. As you can see, the spine, the typical UHQR, takes up a lot of room. There's an insert in here. The UHQR Certificate of Merit. I am now a member. Thank you, Chad. Tells you a little bit of the team, which is nice to have, the certificate. And we have the technical specs. And we go to another advertisement, which is nice. Some great tempting items here. Actually, everyone is tempting. I'm happy to say we have a lot of these at OG. There is even a Peter, Paul, and Mary 45 RPM. And he has some tape in here. And I guess some Christmas tunes in here. Nice. I would like to see liner notes in addition to what's on the OG record on these. You think with the expense, they could give us a little booklet like they do with the Hendrix, which would be cool. All the Hendrix Legacy, which is run by the family, and I believe Chad produces those. But there's a really nice 12 by 12 booklet in there of, between 16 and 24 pages. So, oh, wait. There's liner notes by Donald Fagen here. So we do have the liner notes. I missed that. They were in between the records. Mastered by Bernie Grungman. Plated by Stan Bishop. Pressed at Quality Records. Liner notes by Don Fagen. So we do have liner notes just like the previous Steely Dan releases. So we do have that. My apologies, Chad. Pretty nice. Still not as nice as the Hendrix. And then we have the two LPs, which are nicely wrapped in the outer plastic, which is something different, I believe. And then we have the two records, 45 RPM on very transparent vinyl. This one has 3 tracks: With a Gun, Charlie Freak, Monkey in Your Soul. That's side D. Side C, Parker's Band, Through with Buzz, Pretzel Logic. That's this. So that's not bad. 3 sides. Give you about 18 or maybe 12 minutes, I guess, 10 minutes before you have to get up. And we'll do this one. Side A, Ricky Don't Lose That Number, which is going to sound great. night by night. So that tracks in at 5. It's about 8 minutes for that, 8 minutes that side. And any major dude will tell. Barrytown, East St. Louis, Toodle O, and that clocks in at about 8 minutes. So between 8 minutes a side, I guess 8 to 10 minutes a side, spread out on 2 high quality 45 RPM discs. And like I said, we will be doing a review. I will be doing a review. I have tubes warming up, and I'll talk about the system that I played it on. And I'm looking forward to it. Actually, my tubes have been warm for about an hour now, and I think I'm ready to go. Have to pull the OG. I'm going to go OG first, greatest hits, and then I'll track most of this record and get back to you guys. So thanks a lot. Please subscribe. Please like the channel. We appreciate everybody checking in, and love to hear what you think when if you've heard this record before this, if you heard this new version before this new pressing, and if you didn't, wait till the review and then you could check in and see what I think, and maybe you'll get it. We're going to see it. Is it worth, the big bucks that they're going for right now? Okay, talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Peace.